All right, we have some breaking inputs coming in. We're given to understand that the cops have arrested Sonam Wangchuk. The FIR was registered yesterday, followed by his arrest today. Activist Sonam Wangchuk, who was believed to be the key instigator in the violence that transpired during the hunger strike in Ladakh statehood protest, has now been arrested by the Leh police. He has been arrested nearly 48 hours after the violence broke out, and Bhavtosh is getting us more details on Sonam Wangchuk's arrest. Over to you, Bhavtosh.
Swati, he has been arrested. Remember, the Ministry of Home Affairs, in a statement that was issued 2 days back, had blamed him for the violence that broke out, in which 4 persons died and at least 50 were injured. So he has been put under arrest, and the charges were very serious, that he instigated the crowd and he was directly responsible for the violence, which in fact led police to fire shots. Now, he claimed that he claimed that he was not responsible for the violence, but there are video evidence to this effect, that he was making provocative speeches, and there was in fact other evidence also to point out that Sonam Wangchuk was responsible for the violence that led to large number of people gathering in Leh, and subsequent to that the mob was instigated and the violence broke out. Remember, there were also cases that were filed by the Central Bureau of Investigation. A preliminary inquiry was ordered by the CBI, which was looking into the FCRA violation, and also the Enforcement Directorate was looking at the possibility of a FEMA violation. They were also trying to probe that case, and the Ministry of Home Affairs also cancelled the FCRA license. The big news is that he has been arrested. Under what sections of the law he has been arrested would become very clear soon. But Sonam Wangchuk, the activist, has been placed under arrest, and the statement will be issued very soon. But the big development has taken place. Sonam Wangchuk, who claimed to be an activist, has been placed under arrest. The Ministry of Home Affairs had issued a statement in which it was specifically mentioned that he was responsible for the violence, as well as the fact that because of him there were several properties that were burned down, and he was the one who was instigating the crowd, and the crowd then went on to a rampage, and several properties were also set afire by them. Because of that, the police had to resort to a firing, and that in fact led to death. Unfortunately, it led to death of at least 4 persons and injuries to 50 others.
Absolutely. So, like you said, Bhavtosh, the MHA linked violence to activist Sonam Wangchuk and blamed the provocative speeches that were made by him. An FIR was filed, and within 48 hours of the violence, he has been arrested. We also have Priyank on the broadcast. Following the violence, NGOs of Sonam Wangchuk also came under the scanner. The agencies are investigating that angle. At the moment, Priyank, we don't know the sections that have been slapped against or the sections based on which the arrest has happened.
Swati, it must have been of sections of writing, because the man in which this event was organized, and he was the one who was leading this crowd. It's Swati reason because of which this arrest could happen. We are trying to get in touch with the officials to get the exact sections of the BNS under which he has been arrested. Because of the network issue, probably it's we are not able to get the exact section. But the fact of the matter is that this was a protest which was called by Sonam Wangchuk. He was the one who was leading this protest. So whatever leads to the further consequences, the person who organizes this kind of protest, or any kind of protest, that person is held responsible for the further consequences. Because the law says that a person needs to take permission from the local authorities before the carrying out of a protest or dharna or any kind of hunger strike which he was attempting to do. What led to this particular scenario could be a matter of investigation, but the manner in which the violence broke out was clearly showing that there have been provocative speeches which have been given from this location, which could have led to this protest. We have broken this information yesterday, Swati, that there were Nepalese nationals who were also arrested by the police. The police firing, most of them were injured, and the manner in which the mob went on the rampage and attacking every important government installation, that too they have been asking, which also happened outside the Bharatiya Janata Party's office there in Leh. It was clearly stating that there person who was
Yes, in fact, MHA, the center, also said that the government is engaged with the apex body, Leh and Kargil, but some politically motivated people were not happy with the dialogue and the developments, Suhail. That's what the centre said, the MHA said. And now we're given to understand that Sonam Wangchuk has been placed under arrest. Give us full details of where he's been arrested from.
Well, Sonam Wangchuk was supposed to address and attend a press conference here in a hotel in Leh, and we were waiting all here for him. Other Apex body members here came. They basically addressed press conference. Now, what we are picking up from sources is that the police has basically detained Sonam Wangchuk, but there is no official confirmation. Top cops who are in fact here in Leh are not attending calls and giving a sort of confirmation on this particular development. But sources suggesting and in fact claiming that he has been detained because Ministry of Home Affairs and Ladakh LG has very categorically said that it was Kerala, in fact Sonam Wangchuk was Kerala responsible for the violence that Leh in fact witnessed on Wednesday. There were multiple, in fact his name has been basically also included in the FIR. He's named in the FIR that has been registered by Ladakh police after this massive violence. So as of now, since there is in fact internet is too slow herein, and it's extremely difficult to get the official confirmation, but yes, sources claiming that he has been detained, he has been arrested in the case that was registered by Ladakh police. We have already reported that around 40 to 50 people have been detained and arrested by Ladakh police, and yesterday we have seen those basically protesters, those arrested individuals being taken to hospital and being produced before the court. So as of now, what sources are telling us is that Sonam Wangchuk basically has been detained. He was supposed to be present here at the press conference. We contacted his team. They also confirmed to us that they are unable to contact Sonam Wangchuk since the moment he left from his village towards the
let's also get some political reactions. I believe Shehzad Poonawalla is joining us on the broadcast. Sonam Wangchuk placed under arrest. That's what we are learning. This is the latest, Shehzad.
Look, I don't have any information from the agencies. I'm going by your news report. But having said that, it was very evident by the series of evidences that were available that Sonam Wangchuk had sponsored this entire organized chaos and violence. He had been named in the MHA document. We know for a long period of time he had been provoking violence by using speeches which were provocative, including the Arab Spring reference, which Pranesh Kumar Roy had grilled him very effectively on the Times Now channel. We know the manner in which he had reference to even Nepal. We've seen how Nepalis were also arrested in yesterday's entire so-called protest. This was not done by Gen Z. It was actually done by Gen S and Gen C, which is Generational Sonam and Generation Congress. Both of them wanted to sabotage the talks which were being held by LBA. They instigated the violence. They ensured that this entire movement led to the loss of 4 lives and 70, 80 people getting injured. And we've also seen the other violations of FCRA and SEMA that Sonam Wangchuk has done. And more importantly, this man has asked for the plebiscite of Kashmir. This man has made many anti-national comments, and even the UPA government had actually started some investigations against him in 2007. So I think if this development has taken place, it is a welcome development, and those who have been responsible for the breach in peace should be held accountable.
Stay on with us. We also have Mr. Rashid Alvi joining us on the broadcast. Your first reaction, Mr. Alvi. Sonam Wangchuk placed under arrest.
His arrest. But important thing is, who is responsible for this? Whatever is happening in Ladakh, it is government which is responsible. Times to give statehood to Ladakh and Jammu and Kashmir. Why are you delaying? What are the reasons to delay it? Just you are power hungry. You want to rule indirectly on Ladakh and Jammu and Kashmir. People were sitting on dharna for a very long time. Whether it happens always during BJP government. Farmers were sitting continuously 2 years. Government was not bothering.
But Rashid, if they wanted to grab power in this manner, then why were high-powered committee meetings scheduled? Why were they engaged with the apex body?
They want to misguide this nation. That we have already appointed this committee, we have already appointed that committee. Why? What kind of committee? You have promised, Supreme Court has asked you give statehood immediately. You just let me know, you are anchor of a important channel. What are the obstacles to decide and to grant statehood? What are the problems? Because BJP knows it very well. They cannot form its own government in Jammu and Kashmir.
Okay.
They want to rule indirectly. That is the reason it is happening. And they are not giving. That is the reason it happened in Ladakh. I am sorry that those people who always claim they are...
So are you saying that BJP instigated the violence?
Pardon?
Are you saying BJP instigated violence?
BJP is responsible for this violence.
Okay. Rashid Alviji, please are requested to please stay on with us. We have Sajid Yusuf of the Bharatiya Janata Party Jammu Kashmir unit. Sonam Wangchuk has been arrested. We have the first reaction coming in from Congress from Rashid Alvi, who says BJP is responsible for this situation, not Sonam Wangchuk.
Yeah, see, how come the BJP is responsible for the unrest in Ladakh when we all are aware that the Sonam Wangchuk, he has been instigating violence in Ladakh. We have seen his videos in the past that he has been telling the people you should cover your face with a mask so that people, police will not identify you. And you have seen yesterday that the MHA has cancelled the FRCA of his organization. That means he was involved. We have seen his photographs with the Congress leader, how he used to be mingling with the Congress leader. That means the Congress is responsible for the Ladakh unrest.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
yes, Mr. Yusuf and Rashid Alviji, please stay on with us. We are also joined by Mohammad Hanifa, Ladakh MP. Thank you for giving us your time. There are reactions already coming in with the Congress now saying that BJP is responsible for the situation. First reaction after Sonam Wangchuk's arrest.
Hello.
If you can hear me, your first reaction.
Hello.
Yes, please go ahead.
हाँ जी
जी, आपको मेरी आवाज आ रही है?
हाँ, अभी आ रही है।
मोहम्मद हनीफा जी, सोनम वांगचुक को गिरफ्तार कर लिया गया है। कांग्रेस पार्टी का पहला रिएक्शन। राशिद अल्वी कह रहे हैं कि जो हुआ है लद्दाख में, जो हिंसा हुई है, उसके लिए बीजेपी रिस्पॉन्सिबल है। इनडायरेक्टली बीजेपी जो है वहां पर रूल करना चाहती है, यही वजह है।
देखिए, किसी को जिम्मेदारी ठहराना ये सही नहीं होगा, चाहे कांग्रेस हो चाहे बीजेपी हो। पिछले कई सालों से लद्दाख के जो यूथ है, जो युवा है, वो बहुत परेशान है, फ्रस्ट्रेट का शिकार है। पिछले 4-5 सालों से कोई रिक्रूटमेंट नहीं हो रही है, बेरोजगार है, पढ़े लिखे लोग जो है वो सड़कों पे है। तो उनका एक फ्रस्ट्रेशन कल निकल गया। पिछले कुछ दिनों से अनशन भी वहाँ पे चल रहे थे। यहाँ पे जो हमारे केडीए और एपेक्स के साथ जो टॉक्स होम मिनिस्ट्री का चल रहा था, उसमें भी कहीं ना कहीं रुकावट आई थी, काफी टाइम उसमें लग रही थी। तो कल ले बंद के दौरान जो है वहाँ के लद्दाख के जो युवा है, खासकर जो 18-20 साल से लेके 30-40 साल के जो बीच जो हमारे यूथ है, उनका एक गुस्सा कल निकल गया। इसमें कोई किसी को ब्लेम करना कि ये बीजेपी ने किया या कांग्रेस ने किया या किसी ने किया, ये सही नहीं होगा। ये कल एक
नहीं, लेकिन मोहम्मद हनीफा जी, जिस तरह से तोड़फोड़ होने लगी, आगजनी होने लगी और कुछ नेपाली सिटीजन्स भी वहां पर पाए गए जिन्होंने अटैक किया फोर्सेस पर, तो क्या ये अपने आप हो गया?
ये बिल्कुल नेपाली हो या वहाँ के डोडा के लोग है, वो बेचारे इनोसेंट है, वो वहाँ पे चल रहे थे काम से, कोई काम से वहाँ से जो रास्ता ही वही है, वहाँ पे जो चल रहे थे, उस बीच में वो लोग फंस गए थे। बाकी ये बात सही है कि वहाँ पे कुछ ज्यादा ही जो तोड़फोड़ हुआ, उसको हमने कभी आज तक केडीए ने, ना एपेक्स ने, ना लद्दाख की लीडरशिप ने इस तरह की कई चीजों का कोई इजाजत दिया है। हमने हमेशा कहा है कि हम अपना प्रोटेस्ट दर्ज करेंगे, लेकिन बहुत ही पीसफुली, क्योंकि हम जानते हैं लद्दाख का जो
लेकिन प्रोटेस्ट वायलेंट हो गया तो फिर अब जिम्मेदारी किसकी? किसने इसको किया, लोगों को प्रोवोक किया, भड़काया? क्या इसकी जांच नहीं होनी चाहिए?
बिल्कुल उसकी जांच होना चाहिए, निष्पक्ष जांच होना चाहिए। लेकिन इस तरह से जो है पर्सनल जो है अटैक करके इस तरह जो है पकड़ नहीं होना चाहिए। बल्कि जो फायरिंग हुआ उसको भी मैं कंडेम करता हूँ। उस पर वहाँ पे फायरिंग की जरूरत ही नहीं थी। इस तरह टारगेट फायरिंग हुआ वहाँ पे।
ऑल राइट, मोहम्मद हनीफा जी,
उसको भी जुडिशली उसका भी जांच होनी चाहिए और सही तरीके से एक निष्पक्ष जांच हो और
निष्पक्ष जांच होनी चाहिए, ट्रांसपेरेंट प्रोब। ओके, थैंक यू वेरी मच। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया मोहम्मद हनीफा जी हमसे बात करने के लिए।